Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy King J, and today we have a special one. We have a Kazuya Teach Me. Now, this Kazuya Teach Me is going to be by none other than FakePotter. Now, the reason why we got FakePotter on board is because I played him in season 1 of Tekken, and I know that this guy was really, really strong. We played at only the best. Really, really strong Kazuya. And, you know, I wanted to get some players from Italy as well to represent on the Teach Me episode, and FakePotter is really one of the strong ones. So, FakePotter, man, welcome to the show.
Yo, thank you, man, for the shout out, and hope you're all doing good. And I'm very glad to be here for this opportunity.
Awesome, man. So we're going to talk about Kazuya today. And right now, I just want you to talk over the key moves with Kazuya for me, please.
Sure. We can start talking about his basic pokes that can be like the regular jabs 1 into 1-1 that can be hit confirmed on hit into 1-1-2, which is a 10 frame knockdown punish. Yeah, it's of course safe. First 2 hits are safe, just -1 on block, and on hit it got a very high frame advantage, you see, +8. And the last hit, it can be delayed a lot, so if the opponent press afterward, you can knock him down. Of course, it's very risky because the last hit is -17, as you can see from display. Yeah. And then his mid poke is most important mid poke is down 4, and it's very, very important for Kazuya because it traps on his weak side, on the left side. It's -9 on block, but it got pushback, so you can play around with it. So it can be pretty useful for keep your opponents out and to catch him while sidewalking to the left, which is Kazuya left side, as I said, it's weak side. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
And of course, he also has this down 4-1, which has follow-ups that can be, luckily can be avoided by twitch ducking for just a second. So it's pretty easy when you get the hand on it to avoid this kind of mix-up. And of course, these two has a very big frame advantage on it, even though it is -7 on block. On hit you get a very high plus frame, yeah, +9. So it's a very good move to keep your opponent still in your face, because after the move lands, you have a very close from the opponent.
Okay.
Also, his generic down 4 can be good because from crouching he has different options. You can, of course, just backdash or sidewalk, or you can even go for a crouch dash 3+4 if you see that your opponent is used to jab you after your frame disadvantage. Yeah. And of course, the 4-4-4 is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Other pokes that I can think of are back 2. It can be very, very good because it got quite a bit of range, as you can see, from like 2 and plus distance it reaches.
Yeah.
And of course it's +5 on hit, so you +4, +5 on hit. So your opponents, there are situations maybe because of the distance where it is +5.
Yeah.
So you of course have down 4-2 afterward that can be a very good option for frame traps after different situations. For example, when you got +4 to 5 frame, you can of course go for it if your opponent is scared of the mix-up. Yeah, as you can see, a crumple stun is the result of the down 4-2 counter it. So of course, and everyone knows that the big damage that Kazuya can get out of it. And even though down 4-2 is an unsafe move, is a Kazuya key move, not only because of his insane damage that he can get, but also because it is a homing 14 frame and move, mid homing move. So it's pretty hard. We have a little bit of delay, so it's pretty hard to get down forward to electric. But yeah, this is the very issue of getting hurt by down forward too. I mean, it's very heavy to get hurt by an electric after it.
Yeah, and plus we're using parsec, so it's gonna be hard to do those type of frame type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on.
But it's fine. Moving on, we have other not pokes, but I mean heavier move. Yeah, like down back 2, as you're doing, it runs 4-4-4 on the ground. It always connects, and so, of course, as you can see from the recovery animation of the opponent, he just has to tech roll to get up. Because if you don't tech roll after this situation, you get another one for free. So yeah, it's a very risky situation to be on. And of course, if you want to go for damage after down back 2, you can sidestep into a stomp. That it is like 3 more damage than the 4-4-4. So it can be useful sometime to like close the round when you have little HP. And yeah, moving on, pressure moves, 4-4, which is, as you can see, +7 on it and +4 on block. It's a pretty linear move, it can be sidestep both ways, yeah. So, but yeah, it's for sure a very, very good move. Even at the, especially, sorry, at the wall, and with down back 4, you have those similar startup move, which are 19 and 20 frame, bolt +4, so it can be a very good option even while wave dashing or while approaching your opponent if you want to keep him standing still.
Okay.
And of course, as I said, down back 4, as you've seen, it is +4 net and only -12 on block, so it's a pretty safe option. And also, there are characters that can't even sidestep this move, like Kazuya itself. If I jab into down back 4, it tracks both sides. As you can see, the tracking is really, really good. Yeah, only a few characters I can think of, like Zafina and Alisa, can easily sidewalk even on the left this move. But any other character, it has a very hard time sidestepping this move. And of course, a very, very mix-up move can be 4-4-3, as you can see, 20 frame, mid launcher, normal hit launcher. On block is only -3, and you can like play around with the distance and the minus frame that you get. You see the pushback there?
Yeah.
So afterwards, if your opponent, it depends on what your opponent is used to react to this move, because as you can see, you're crouching afterward. So reacting to this move with like with a fast while standing hit, like while standing forward, you can see that it can be sidewalk. Oh, sorry. So it can be very risky to react too fast to this move. Even as I said, if you looked at the pushback, you see the pushback, it makes you whiff very easily. So as I said, it's a very good option because it's a mid normal launcher, which is only -3 on block, and your opponent is forced to crouch. And of course, if your opponent wants to close the gap that this move creates in you and him, you can even try to press button afterwards. Because if you try to get close, I can press button to not letting you get close, as I said.
Okay.
Like down forward 2 can be scary if you have too much distance and you try to get close and press buttons. I sometimes try to do it because I can, like this distance, you see? The opponent knows that can't press button afterwards because it whiffs. So people can try to dash in front of you and they can risk some kind of counter it.
Okay, cool. So is that it for the key moves? What, down back 3 as well?
I mean, yeah, down back 3 is also a very good option. Like down back 4 is a pretty safe option. It's only minus 12, if I remember correctly. And as you can see, it's only minus 1 on hits, so you can easily sidewalk or backdash out of it. And if your opponent tries to go for something like fast pokes, 13 or 14 frames, you can even win the exchange. Sorry, just because you have 11 frame one frame pull, which can win against 13 and 14 frames pokes. And as I said before, even while crouching, 3+4 can be a good option against people who are used to jab you when you're crouching or when you're approaching, because it's a totally eye crash when you press the button. So it's pretty slow, but it has good tracking, I can say. And of course, as you can see, it's only minus 11 on block. So the only thing that you can risk is while standing for punish. And of course, getting hit by this guarantees you 4-4-4.
Okay, what?
Last move I can think about it can be down back 2. Oh no, sorry, we already talked about it. Back 4 also, yeah. Back 4 can be a good option to close some distance. Like after 4-4, the opponent can't backdash out of it. If it tries to get distance, it reaches. But of course, it's a high, so also after the flash kick, it can be sometimes a good option. But as I said, it's an high. It's a homing. It's an homing high counted launcher, so it has its functions. So keep that in mind.
Okay, cool. So what about like his twin pistons as well? I think twin pistons and while standing too.
As a punishing move are very, very good. I mean, twin piston is a 13 frame double mid launcher, which is very, very good to punish a lot of lows and even generic down 4 if you are aligned correctly. So it's very, very good to keep in mind. And another very important thing is that you can't sidestep twin piston. It's very, very hard to sidestep. Oh, maybe because of the distance. But if I do, like this. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. There's the wall. Okay. Oh my god.
Okay, cool. So, since we're going over that, let's talk about his wave dash. So, obviously, his wave dash is pretty scary.
Okay.
Let's.
Oh, sure.
For people that are trying to learn how to do wave dash, there's a video that I put out there. But you know, how do you do the wave dash?
So okay, as you can see from display, wave dashing with Mishima is basically going for forward and then a quarter circle forward to make you stand back. So
Okay.
as you can see, you input forward and then down forward, and you have to press forward again to make the character stand back. So as you can see, you just go for a quarter circle forward again and again to perform a wave dash. And of course, it depends on you how fast can you get it.
Okay.
So basically, it's just a quarter circle forward movement repeated again and again.
Nice. So he gets moves out of his wave dash. So talk me through his moves, man.
So the wave dash specific moves are of course the electric. You can, of course, if you frame perfectly, the electric with is down forward +2. You get this sparking animation. If you just keep on pressing down forward, you get this slower animation, which as you can see is -10 on block. But there are situations where, like this, you see? There are situations where you can't actually punish the normal God Fist because of the distance that it gains. Yeah, like this.
That's crazy.
Jabs are the only punish that you can get, but sometimes you can't even punish it. And of course the electric version, the Just Frame version, is +5 and it has a bigger hitbox. And of course his most important low from Wave Dash is of course his Hell Sweep. Very, very, of course, strong low. Yeah, good damage. It is, yeah, the mix-up situation afterwards makes you makes the opponent forced to, choose again.
Yeah.
If you get up immediately, or if you stay on the ground, Kazuya has very good options like, yeah, 4-4-4, or it can approach you and wave the Hell Sweep you again, or maybe go for something like Wild Standing 3, 4-4-3, 4-4-4 again. Very, very, very strong means that can make you eat more Hell Sweep in a row, like even 2 or 3 in a row, which can be very, very frustrating.
So that's Crouch Dash 4-1 for those that don't know. So you just do Crouch Dash 4-1.
Yeah, Crouch Dash 4-1.
Okay, so what other ones?
And of course, is very, very easy to sidewalk on the left if you can try for me. Yeah, you see. So for people who are new, if you're trying to approach a player that has good experience against Kazuya, don't run into Hell Sweep because he's just gonna sidewalk you to the left and go on your back. And of course there are ways to avoid this, because if I do a couple of dashes instead of going for a direct Hell Sweep, you can't sidewalk the move anymore. Oh, sorry. Yeah, like this. So the move still... oh, sorry. Oh my god. So there are different ways to, yeah, to avoid the people from sidewalking to your left. Yeah, you can see it is a big difference from making the opponent get hit by the Hell Sweep and making you die from Hell Sweep. Yeah, you see, very, very easy to sidewalk. So you have to be very precise with your movement before placing an Hell Sweep. And of course, as I said, you can mix it up with other stuff like electric to avoid your opponent sidewalking. And of course, there is the possibility to go for while standing moves while wave dashing if your opponent is sidewalking. Twin pistons and while standing 2 can be very, very strong options to scare your opponent's sidewalk.
So how about you doing that?
If you try to... So as you can see, I'm wave dashing into a back +1 or back +2, because there is an important difference between the regular wave dash move and the while standing move, because if you just leave the down forward button while wave dashing and press 4, Kazuya goes for a while standing 4. If you keep the down forward button hold and you go for the 4 kick, it goes for the Hell Sweep. So it can be going for just a regular while standing 4 can be a good option to mix up with Hell Sweep.
Yeah.
Because it's a very fast recovery move, and of course, as you can see, it gives you a good pushback to play around with, and it's easier to catch your opponent moving with a move this fast. And same thing works with while standing 3. If you just leave the down forward button,
yeah,
and you just go for 3, it gets the while standing 3. If you keep the button hold, this move will come out. This like low legend hit will come out, which is a not very useful move. I mean, maybe against jumping characters like Akuma or Eliza, I don't know, but
yeah,
I never used that move this much. I don't know.
Okay.
But as I said, for the punch moves, so Twin Pistons and Western 2, the big difference is that you have to press with a good timing the back +2 or back +1 inputs while you are wave dashing. So after down forward, yeah, you see, I missed input it and I got this dragon punch uppercut, which is -16 on block. So a very, very risky move. So you are better to practice this technique, this wave dash cancel into while standing move to, avoid this kind of errors.
Yeah.
So,
okay, cool. So let's go over wall pressure then with the character. So I think Kazuya has nice wall pressure, but you could explain it more better for me, man. Obviously, he has Hell Sweep and he has other things like the unblockables. So let me know.
For wall pressure, yeah, as you said, Hell Sweep can be a very good option because of this. See? This strange wall spread that the Hell Sweep gets can be very, very scary at the wall, you see. I mean, a third of health bar gone from a Hell Sweep like this.
Yeah.
And a very good option to mix up with Hell Sweep can be up 3, and yeah, I said up 3 and not up 4-3, even though the move list says up 4-3, because if you block the move up 4-3, you see how close I get. But if I do up 3, look how much distance Kazuya gets from the opponent.
I didn't know that.
So it's a very important difference to keep in mind.
What?
When you are playing with Kazuya and against Kazuya. Yeah, you see? Yeah, look at this. I mean, there are situations where you just can't even press button after it because there is so much pushback that you risk to whiff. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And it can full punish you from it. So it can be a very, very good move to use when your opponent is at the wall. Yeah, it's -9, but as I said, the pushback is so big that if the opponent is scared to press button afterward, you can immediately approach again and mix up.
Okay.
So it's a very... it depends on your opponent's mind game, what he prefers to do. If he's aware of the pushback or not. While standing 3 also is a very good move. As you can see, it's wall splat from pretty far, homing, totally safe on block. So keep this in mind, especially for example where your opponent is like standing at the wall, like this, you can approach with while standing 3. So if he tries to tech roll and move or tech roll and block low, you can just wall splat him again with while standing 3. And of course he has back 1-2, which is an 11 frame punish that wall splats. So very, 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 very good.
Nice.
Another important thing to keep in mind, as I said, when you're close to the wall, you can use pressure tools like down by 4 and 4-4. Just because afterward, if your opponent tries to press buttons, he gets down 4-2 counter it, which can wall splat you with 1+2. So it can be very, very scary at the wall.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you see,
Wow.
90+ damage from counter it. So, and on bigger character, you can get a wall splat with back 1+2, which is even more damaging than the regular 1+2 that you can get out of every character.
Yeah.
And last but not least, he also has 1+2 throw, which wall splats. So it can be also a good option to keep in mind. I think for wall flasher, that's it.
Okay, cool. So
yeah, these are the most important tools that he got at the wall.
So I've been writing down some notes on that. That sounds pretty good. I feel like we there was one thing we spoke about before, and we're gonna go back into it. So we spoke about Kazuya being able to crouch and do like crouch dash moves from his crouch, but we didn't speak about it in this one.
Sure.
Yeah. So if you could go over that.
So as we said, from crouch you can go for moves like down forward 3+4, which knocks you down. But it can also do an instant hell sweep, like this, or electrics. Oh my god. Yeah, like this. So when he's crouching, you just have to input forward, and he gets this mix step, which leads you to wave dashing moves. So, oh my god.
Like that?
Yeah, you did it. Down 4 into L, so yeah, like this.
Ah, because when you tap forward, it does the misstep, and then all you have to do is down forward.
The misstep.
Okay. I kind of get it.
So this is why he's the only Mishima that can do this actually, because Devil Jin and the Hachi doesn't get this misstep. Like when they press forward, they just get a regular step forward, not this misstep. Yeah.
Ah, nice. All right, cool. So, since we've gone over that, let's go over his grabs. So, I know that Kazuya has a few grabs. He's got a few grabs. I think he has 2 1+2 grabs. Obviously, we spoke about the 4-4 1+2 wall splatting against the wall.
As we said, yeah, the 4-4 1+2 has a bigger window to be skipped, but on the open ground, you have this mix-up situation where, if you try to get up by pressing up or back, you just can't move, and you can get hit by down back 4 or 4-4-4. Yeah, you see? So you basically always have to tech roll out of it. But if you tech roll out of it, I can wave dash into mix-up as soon as possible.
Nice.
So it's a very, very good situation for Kazuya after it. But as I said, the window to skip this throw is quite good. Okay. So always be aware of it. And the other 1+2 throw that he gets is the crouching down forward 1+2 throw, which is very hard to skip actually, because it has a very, very tiny window. And after this throw, also this situation is very, very risky, because you can get hit on your back if you try to get up instantly. So like, don't, oh my god.
Yeah, you did it before. I think it was when I was close to the wall. We done it.
Maybe, sorry. Maybe it switches side. Yeah, it switches side. Okay. Maybe like this. You see?
Yeah, there we go. See?
Oh, sorry.
It's very close to the wall.
Even on the open ground, if you are fast enough, you can run into an electric actually. Oh my god.
Don't worry, we're on parsec for the people that are watching, so some stuff is hard to get. So.
Oh my god.
Now we understand.
But yeah, even maybe forward 3 can even work.
There we go.
Try to get up. So it's as I said, it's a very you can get up with up, and you can avoid the. Yeah, if you get up with just the up button, you are closer and you can get it while getting up. If you go for the back input, you can risk an electric on your back. So basically this is the situation. Okay. And of course, if you stay on the ground, Kazuya can go for a 4-4-4,
Okay.
So even if I didn't manage to pull it out, going backward or getting up is just a 50-50, I mean, because you can risk an electric or you can risk other moves if you get up too fast, like down 4, 4, back to 4. And a similar situation, but I think this one is strongest, is from the two throw, because the distance is different and you are closer to the opponent.
So that's the 1+3 throw, right?
So.
Oh no, 2+4,
This
2+4,
is
2+4.
2+4, yeah.
Okay.
And after this throw, yeah, you see this one works, even if you press back to get up.
Yeah.
So after this throw, if you try to get up both ways with up or back, you get,
Not always.
you get down forward 4 or back to 4 in the back.
Okay.
And even down forward 1, which is I think is strongest option. Yeah, as you can see.
So he has a bit of a he has a bit of a nice throw game then, doesn't he?
Yeah, sure, for sure. After his headbutt throw, and considering the very tiny window that you get to skip this Hellgate throw, I think his name is Hellgate, I don't remember. He can sometimes throw out some throw. And of course, if you don't want to get hit by those mids after the 2+4 throw and you want to like roll on the ground like this more slowly, it also has good options to catch you on the ground, like down back 4, of course 4-4. And if you are close to the end of the round, if you try to roll, down 4, it catches you both sides while rolling. Yeah, like this. 5 damage is not much, but as I said, if you're trying to close the round, it can be useful to remember.
Okay.
So these are the most important options that he gets after his throws, and of course there is the regular 1+3 throw, but I mean, as you can see, the distance doesn't leave you any kind of option, because if you try to approach and press button, you can easily be countered by the regular low kick that every character has. So the most important throws, as I said, are the 1+2 throws and the 2+4 throw.
Okay, cool. So we've gone over the grabs. Let's talk about his rage drive. So if you could set it the rage to rage, the option to rage,
okay,
yeah.
Sure. Okay, maybe I would like to use a button for his rage drive. So about Kazuya's rage mechanic, he of course has his rage art, and he has this crazy rage drive, which gives you a lot of damage, and of course a lot of wave dash pressure to mix up with Hell Sweep. This rage drive is very good because, as you can see, is just 18 frames and Hell Sweep is 16. But of course, even the rage drive can be sidewalk to Kazuya's left. So, there's the wall actually. Sorry. Yeah. Oh my god. Sidewalk. Yeah, you just sidestep. Okay. Yeah. Sidewalk makes avoid this move very, very easy. But as you can see, because Kazuya gains so much distance from the opponent, it can be very, very hard to punish. So, oh wow. Never seen that before actually. Oh wow, maybe I'm doing too slow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, too slow. It was too slow, yeah. But I'm sure that it completely tracks on the right. So after his rage drive, holding up forward, it transforms into Devil. And one last thing about his rage drive is that when you push your opponent through the wall into a combo, after a combo, sorry, like this. Oh, sorry, I missed it. But yeah, if you are like finishing a combo with your rage active, you can get this clean hit at the wall, which is like 40 damage out of his rage drive in combos. So it's very, very good to I mean, it's a massive amount of damage that can be very, very clutch to come back. Many rounds, actually.
You have to wait until they're close to the ground to get a clean hit, right?
Yeah, sure.
And then...
So you have to just wait a bit and get this clean hit.
Okay.
I think the best way is to, even if you're very far from the wall, at the end of a combo after a screw, you can go for like down forward, forward 2, yeah. It splats very far. Yeah, even with this short combo, it got 95 damage, which is pretty insane.
Crazy.
Because of his rage drive.
Okay, so there's also...
So as I said, after he performs his rage drive, yeah, he's left in this devil form, which can be even turned on pressing up forward 1+2. Yeah, if it hits, it's totally armor, so your opponent, if your opponent press buttons, when you are transforming, he gets pushed back. Even on block and on hit. Yeah, you see.
That's crazy.
So, in this form, okay. Of course, you are left with no rage, and of course with like little HP, like 30 to 40 HP at the end of the round. But the fun fact is that when you're left with this sliver of health, he becomes so strong. The first thing I can think of is Hell Sweep, which gets buffed. And of course, yeah, 50 damage Hell Sweep.
How do you do
this last hit? Yeah, to perform this last third hit, you have to perform this regular Dragon Punch, but after the second hit connects. So you perform the regular Crouch Dash 4-1, and you go for the regular this Dragon Punch, yeah.
Okay.
And there is also a situation where if you don't use the throw, yeah, you see the distance?
Yeah.
So you are very, very close to the opponent, and you can eat another mix-up afterward, right afterward. So if you are very close to the end of the round and your opponent like gets in rage mode, so he has like 40 to 45 HP, if you get him with this Hell Sweep, just finish the entire throw.
Okay.
Holding up forward, of course. So you are sure to close the round. Yeah, 50 damage is more than enough to kill an enraged opponent. But if you are trying to come back into the round, after these situations you can just 4-4-4 laser into after the Hell Sweep, or of course Hell Sweep again if your opponent get up.
Yeah.
Or of course any other mid that you like to go for. And of course in this situation a very strong mid, because of this triple hit Hell Sweep, a very strong mid, it is 4-4, which as you can see it doesn't change on block, but if you are crouching while it is in devil form, is 4-4 becomes a normal hit launcher, as you can see.
Oh my gosh.
So it doesn't want you to crouch, basically. And of course another very important change is that is electric becomes mid. Because, yeah, as I said, it doesn't want you to crouch.
Wow. And it hits you
and
grounded.
As you can see, it hitboxes so low, yeah. While you're moving on the ground, it can even hit you. So, as I said, the most important moves that he gets is his mid electric, his triple hit, Hell Sweep, and his 4-4 that can normal hit launch you if you're crouching. And of course, his String Piston gets changed. Instead of having the down back 2 as the second hit, he gets this uppercut, and is a 15 frame punish.
Jeez, this character is so cheap.
Other minus... Yeah, when he transforms, it becomes so overpowered that he even gets the Jin Pashim. Yeah, you try to sidestep. No. You can't sidestep this.
I'm writing down all these notes right
So
now. It's crazy.
He doesn't. Yeah, it's literally like Jinpachi. He doesn't want you to move.
Wow.
He just wants you to stand still and hope to block something. So it's very, very scary if you try to sidewalk. You get this Jinpachi. Oh wow, that was
That
curious. I never seen this happening.
it hit me when I was getting up. For the
Oh,
track.
okay, you were getting up. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so it doesn't hit ground. Okay, luckily. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
wow.
It's like just as I'm getting up, it will hit me.
It was too much. It was too much, actually. So, as I said, when you're grounded, he also gets this laser. Very important thing for Kazuya's player, and when you are playing against Kazuya, if you are finishing a combo like this, for example. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, like this. If I get close, oh sorry. If I get close and laser you, you can't punish. A lot of time you can't punish this laser beam. Oh wow.
You done it
Second
from
word.
Hell Sweep
Okay.
before. Remember the Hell Sweep?
Yeah, Hell Sweep. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so right side is okay. Right side is fine. Okay, perfect. This is a very interesting thing.
No,
yeah.
just do it without the
So-
uppercut. Do it without the uppercut.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, without the uppercut.
Oh, I think yeah.
Now,
Oh, right uppercut?
if you do it without the uppercut, it will work.
Like this, you mean?
No, without. Don't do the uppercut. Like, don't do the last bit. Yeah, and then do it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. It worked.
No, I think yes. Yeah, it counts you as standing, so it just goes for his regular down 1+2. But at the wall, yeah, is low laser. So if you, as I said, if you check roll on your left, the laser catches you. So if you check roll with 3 or 4, yeah,
Oh,
after
okay.
this, check roll with 3 or 4. Yeah, you see.
Yeah.
It connects and it becomes safe. Yeah, -8, -9. And it completely tracks on the left. So be aware of this if you are trying to check roll like on the left to avoid L-sweep like this, for example, and you don't want to get mixed up. Yeah, you can be touched from the laser and won't be able to punish it. At the wall, the same situation after his throw, yeah, his flank throw. The laser comes out anyway, and if you are close enough, yeah, it can hit you while rolling or even getting up while you're standing. It can hit you and oh my god, sorry. Like this, yeah. And if it hits you while you're getting up, it gets guaranteed 444 after his laser. Or for example, yeah, after I can think after 4-4. Yeah, if I wall splat you and I go for 4-4, laser will come out anyway, and you'll be in the same situation where 4-4-4 is guaranteed. So be aware of his low laser when you're at the wall, getting up at the wall.
He also has forward 4-2, but I don't think that's a move that no one really uses with Devil Kazuya.
Yeah, this is another minor change that he gets, because of course before his 4-4-2 is a high 13 frame move, which is a very good punish for like a Hachi's 4-4-2 or moves that has a lot of pushbacks. But in his devil form he gets this 4-4-2, which is even slower. Startup is 16. So it's even harder to punish moves with a lot of pushback, and I mean it doesn't get any bonus from normal hits or counter it, and it's also unsafe on block. So I don't know, maybe it can be useful if your opponent whiffs something from very far and you're ready to punish it, but it's always better to 4-4 into an electric, yeah, like this.
Okay, nice.
So I don't know, maybe it can be used sometimes, I don't know.
Yeah, nice. Alright, let's get into how to fight against Mishima. Kazuya Mishima.
Yeah, so if you are on a regular position like this, as I said in the beginning, talking about wave dash, if you see someone approaching you from like mid-distance, you want to sidewalk to your left, for sure. Because most of his most important moves, yeah, like electric and hell sweep are very easy to sidewalk on your left side. So it can be very hard for newer player to understand how to play against the character, maybe because Kazuya approaches too fast for them to react, and they get on this like infinite vortex. But yeah, as I said, for the newer player, the most important thing is when you see a Kazuya approaching from mid-distance, you want to sidewalk to the left and block eventually, because an electric can get you while sidewalking. So keep this in mind, sidewalk to your left and then block to not get it from random electrics or even down forward twos, of course.
Okay.
So, of course, as I said, these most important moves can be easily sidewalked. Same thing is, yeah, 4-4, even down back 2 can be easily sidewalked. Yeah, you go directly on his back. Even down forward 1 is another poke that can easily sidewalk to the left. So keep this in mind.
Okay. Nice.
One thing to keep in mind is that if you're playing against an high level Kazuya, it will wave dash into twin piston or wave dash into while standing 2, which is of course is an homing 16 frame move. And it becomes a completely mixed up, 100% mixed up with a hell sweep, because both moves have the same startup frame, as you can see, 16 from hell sweep and 16 from while standing 2. So while you are tech rolling, this can be a very strong mix-up, yeah, just because the opponent cannot know how to block mid or low, just because both moves have the same speed, and both moves can get you while tech rolling.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Like this.
I think that is it in terms of the tips. I feel like you provided the right information to help everyone learn how to fight against the character. I really appreciate you coming on. Could you give the people your social media for the people that don't know who you are and want to follow you?
Oh, sure. Sure, no problem. So on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and also Twitch, look for my nickname FakePotter ITA, and you can find out my content, which are mostly like streamings or clips from my online and offline sessions, combo videos also that I started publishing since the release of Tekken 7, and of course, if you like my content, follow me on those social media, and I will update also my status about tournament I will participate to. So yeah, as I said, if you like my content, share and follow me. Thank you, of course, to King Jai for giving me this possibility and for the shout-out. And yeah, take care, everyone.
Thank you very much, man, for that. I really appreciate that, bro. Thank you for your time, for coming on. It's been a long day for me. I'm really tired. I was able to make some notes, some good notes as well. So I really appreciate you taking your time out. Again, I wanted to get a player from Italy. Like, I think, yeah, you're the first person I've got from Italy on the show so far. Obviously, there's gonna be 2 others that we're gonna get from Italy on the show. So, you know, shout out to FakePotter. If you don't like the content, remember to subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is free, doesn't cost you a penny. If you don't like this video, give a thumbs up, and remember to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and go follow FakePotter as well. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.
Thank you so much.
simmer down. Simmer now. Couple kicks to your boat, I'm a winner now. Like Eddie with the feet, I'm a killer now. Simmer down. Simmer now.